I go back to New York City, it feels like home. I kind of played there my whole college career and everything like that. And watching MetLife, having the first good game there, and then kind of building on it with the New York Jets game, it's just something going on right now. Hopefully, I can keep it going at MetLife.
I think the Cardinals believe that Chase Edmonds is a future star.
I feel like anytime you catch the ball, there's guaranteed 10 yards after the catch. You manage to find a way. How much pride do you take in being a spark plug for this team?
I like that. I like that role. It's something that I hold to myself just as a high standard. And really, one thing I did was I just tried to work on my routes in the offseason with Kirk and Trent a lot, just because I knew I kind of would have a little bit more of the opportunities in the slot and just kind of as the receiver type back. And the hard work's paying off right now, and hopefully I can just continue to build on it.
Speaking of Trent and Kirk, I feel like you guys are the three musketeers. I do not see one of you without seeing all three of you together. How much do they just push you in your game as a teammate and a player?
Oh, man, we push each other all the time. Just going back to the offseason again, it was a longer offseason just because of COVID-19, obviously. And so you had days where, you might not want to get up and do what you got to do, but we always had each other. So, if one kind of was slacking behind, the other two would push each other on. And I think that's just something so important to have, just especially as a young player and in the professional world, just because you got to handle yourself like a pro no matter what the circumstance. And I just think we all do a good job. We kind of all resemble each other in terms of just work ethic and really just staying focused. And we do a good job of just staying on each other with that.
If you had to choose, who would you have alongside you on Family Feud, and then who would be on the show Survivor with you?
Family Feud, probably gonna go Kirk. Survivor, probably Boog. Boog is more of a, I can see Boog on Survivor for sure.
Well, DJ Humphries last week said he remembers watching you coming in as a rookie and knew you were the real deal because you were worried about picking up blitzes. Now, how is that mentality that you have allowed you to flourish in this position, you think?
I think just with the attention to detail, it's helped me out in terms of just getting out the backfield faster. If you know who you're blocking and who you're responsible for, and my eyes are right on them, if I don't see them coming, I'm gone. I'm telling K1, I'm getting out for him just in case he needs an outlet. And it's proved to have some success for us so far. So that's something I really stressed in college, actually. My college coaches were always big on blitz pro, and both of my running back coaches were former college quarterbacks. So I kind of had the little cheat code where they were always just telling me eyes on the safeties that tell you everything. And it's kind of carried on to the NFL so far. So I just really stick to my study habits, and it's helped me out.
On top of picking up blitzes, you're a dynamic runner averaging 6.1 yards per carry right now, about to take things over with Kenyon Drake out. What do you feel you bring to this offense that might be a little different?
I just think, I just try to keep bringing my energy as usual, and just my versatility. Just try to find ways where we can be creative and have different type of plays where they kind of motion me out to the slot, or whether it's motion me out wide or something like that. Again, I was finding a really good role, when it was me and KD healthy, just where I was kind of the guy that was really the change of pace guy. You do different things with me, kind of like a little gadget. But obviously my role is going to expand a little bit more, and I look forward to the challenge.
Well, it's almost like a three-headed monster with Murray when Drake's healthy out there, and then you.
Yeah.
What kind of run attack is this offense forming into?
It's a lot of versatility, and I keep telling people that's a good problem to have. It's not even a problem, really. It's a good thing to have as a coach, where you can have a lot of different guys and you can use them in different ways, and it's just more ways to attack a defense. So hopefully KD can get back healthy pretty fast, and we can get back to rolling this train going.
All 4 of Chase Edmonds' touchdowns at MetLife, 20 yards or longer.
Now, what is it about you playing at MetLife Stadium? I know you went to school just down the road at Fordham, but it just seems like you thrive in that stadium. Do you have your name on a plaque yet over there?
Nah, not yet. I hope one day too. But no, I just kind of, I don't know. When I go back to New York City, it feels like home. I kind of played there my whole college career and everything like that. And watching MetLife, having the first good game there, and then kind of building on it with the New York Jets game, it's just something going on right now. Hopefully I can keep it going at MetLife.
Now, I know Shady McCoy is one of your favorite players
Yes.
of all time. Do you
Yeah.
still watch his highlights before games to get you juiced up?
Not as much now. What I try to do is I try to just really study my film and study my plays. My rookie year and kind of a little bit of my second year, I would watch Shady just because growing up, it was all LaShawn McCoy for me. And I would always just say, man, that's the neighborhood hero. You know, if he can do it, I can do it. And now I kind of have my confidence where I know I can do it. I just got to go out, prepare, and give myself a chance to.
So now you're watching your own highlights instead of Shady's.
Something like that, just to give myself a reminder that I can do this and I can play in this league.
A few weeks ago, Kingsbury said that you guys are still trying to mold and find your identity as an offense. Do you feel like now at week 9, you guys are coming into form of that?
I think so. I think really a big part of our identity is our run success. I think when we run the ball, it doesn't matter who's getting the rush yards, whether it's Kyler, KD, or myself, or just little wrinkles here and there, whether it's like a jet sweep to Kirk. But when we start running the ball a lot and we can really set up our tempo, I think that's the number one identity to our team. Where if we get the tempo going, man, we start flowing. You know, everything's fast, everything's easy. The defense is getting tired. They're getting a little more confused, and then that's when Coach Cliff can just start calling his creative plays. So I think right now we know that really our building stone really is just that run game. Get the run game going, and everything else will flow after.
And when you look at it, the Cards are ranked number 1 right now in total offense. Just seeing that, yet knowing there's still so much more you guys can improve on, what does that feel like right now?
I honestly didn't know we were number 1. I'm not gonna lie. It doesn't feel like it. You know, we hold ourselves to a high standard, and there's games out there where, I mean, shoot, we'll leave out, 3-4 big time plays where, we're just like, man, if we just really hone in on the details and just find a way to execute, we can be even bigger. So that's great news that we're number 1 in total offense. I did not know that.
Well, the next game is always the biggest game for you guys, but how important is this Dolphins game going into it, knowing that they have a bit of confidence, obviously, and then you guys coming off your biggest win in years against Seahawks?
Yeah, so I think it's a big time game just because we've always kind of came out slow after bye weeks these last 2 years, and really wanted to get back on the right track, especially with Miami after they just beat one of our divisional rivals in the LA Rams. Really got to just find a way to get a win and keep this momentum going. November, December, this is my first time I'm gonna be going through it, but it's really a playoff race, so it's gonna be big boy football, and I'm eager for that. I'm looking forward to it just because being a sports fan, I remember being on the couch watching these playoff race games, and they're much more intense and they're much more important. So it's exciting times.
Have you talked to guys like Larry about this moment in time and how to relish in and really just make sure that you guys get to that end goal? Yeah. I always talk to Fitz about just his Super Bowl run. I talk to him about his playoff runs all the time. Fitz is he's like the +1 to the Three Musketeers. If people didn't know, he's always with us, always giving us advice and just being like that father figure to us. But I'm super excited for it. I'm just relishing the moment, living in it, trying to just have a blast and just work my tail off.